Hey there, everybody. This is CP Cards and Dice, and welcome to Game 4 of the Statis Pro World Series for 2020. Picked up this card set on eBay from Dave, Big 32 Dave, I believe it is. And it's the top of the seventh. It's 6-0 Dodgers, and the Justin Turner just doubled. Now let's see, the series. Let's check out the series. How the series is doing. Dodgers won a game 6-0, and they were up 2-1. And then the Rays let's see what we're doing here. All right, hold on one second. Let's get all the data out so I can. All right, we played another game, and that was won by the. Oh, it was a 2-1 game, won by the Dodgers. And then we played another game. So this is our fifth game. And this one was won by 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like the Rays won this one. So I believe the series is tied at 2. Rays and Dodgers. It's tied at 2, and this is game 5. I thought it was game 4, but it is game 5. And it's a little bit different than the actual series, because I'm using the game 4 starters in this game 5, Urias versus Yarbrough. But in this game here in the top of the seventh, it is the Dodgers who are up 6-0, and they got Turner at second base. He just doubled. It's going to be Max Muncy versus Diego Castillo. So the series is tied at 2 apiece. This is game 5. All right, and Max Muncy, we pulled a card. It's going to be off of Castillo, the pitch, a 67, and that's an out on LP, and that is a ground ball to second base. No error. Runner will move up. Puts a runner on third with 2 outs, and here's Will Smith. It's a 3, that's off Castillo. An 82 is an out, and RP is a grounded short. He handles it cleanly, and that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit. Bottom of the 7th. It's going to be Brandon Lau. Brandon Lau in this game is no, he hasn't. He's been hit by a pitch and walked. So here's the pitch from Blake Treinen, who's going 2 innings. That's a 12. That's going to be off Lau at 24, and that is a deep drive off the bat of Lau. Gets a hold of one, drives it deep to left center field, and that goes to right fielder. Bats to the track, leaps, and home run. So the Rays are on the board here in the bottom of the 7th. Six to 1. Blake Trent's going to lose a couple of points on that. And here's Willie Adames. The 6 is going to be off Treinen, a 48, and that's a base on balls. So right after the home run. And that's going to be it for Treinen. He's going to get pulled. And who's going to come in now? So Treinen went 1 inning. And here comes Kolarek, Adam Kolarek, who pitched in yesterday's game. And he's a lefty, and that's RR4. He will be facing Renfroe. Zunino and then Kiermaier. Here's a pitch. It's a 9. That's going to be, that's going to be off Kolarek. A 21, and that is a strikeout. Renfroe strikes out. Here's Zunino. That's a 7. That's off Kolarek. And a 53 is an out. An RP is a ground ball short. Scooped up by Seager over to first. Oh, wait a second. We have a runner on first. And Zunino is Zunino's ABRC, so it's going to be 6-4-3 double play. Yes, sirree. Let's double check that. Yep, 6-4-3 double play, and that ends the inning. So 1 run, 1 hit. Nobody left. 6-1. We go to top of the 8th. It's going to be Bellinger, Pollock, and Taylor in the top of the 8th against Castillo. All right, here is the pitch from Diego Castillo to Cody Bellinger. And it's a 9. That's going to be off Bellinger. And a 26 is going to be a deep drive to right field. That's way back. That is out of here. 7-1. Bellinger connects. That's his second hit of the game. And that is 7-1 now. The Dodgers here in the top of the 8th inning. Series is tied at 2 apiece. Here's Pollock, and we're going to lose a couple of points for Castillo there. And that's a 6. And a 42 is a strikeout. So Pollock, downswing. Chris Taylor, a 10, that's off Taylor. 68, that's a base on balls. So Taylor's on at first. He will not be stealing. There's been 2 stolen bases in this game. Betts has stolen 2 bases. And it's Kike Hernandez. Lose another one. And that's a 7. That's going to be off Castillo. And a 68. That's an out. An RP is a foul out to the third baseman, Wendell. Brousseau started the game at third, and Wendell came into pinch hit to replace him. That's 2 outs, and here comes Betts. Betts today is 1 for 3 and a walk, 2 stolen bases, and a run scored. Mookie Betts versus Diego Castillo. Here's a pitch. That's a 7. That's off Castillo, and 88. So it's a righty versus a righty. That's going to be an out, kind of an out. So RP, it doesn't matter. It's a G5. It's good play by Wendell, and that retires the side. But the Dodgers pick up another run on the home run by Cody Bellinger, and they lead it by a score of 7-1. Right, bottom of the 8th. Dodgers still have Kolarek in there. He went 1 inning. You know what? They're going to bring in, he went 1 inning. We're going to leave it at that, and we're going to bring in Gratterall. So let's try to have art imitate life and bring in Gratterall. So Kolarek went 1 inning, and now Gratterall's in there. He's going to be facing Kiermaier. Kiermaier's a lefty, Gratterall's a righty, and Gratterall has a RR of 7. Here goes. That's a 10, so that's going to be off Kiermaier. And a 68 is going to be an LN. That's a roller, slow roller to second base. Charging it is the second baseman Hernandez, and throws out Kiermaier for out number 1. Top of the order, Choi is leading off. He pinch hit for Diaz, who started the game. That's a 6. That's going to be off Gratterall, a 21, and that's line base hit to right for Choi, his second hit since coming in to pinch hit in the 6th inning. And he's going to lose one there. And that was off the pitcher, so we don't have to check for the error. So there's a runner on first, and here is Arozarena. Here's a pitch in 11. That's soft for Arozarena's card, a 65, and that is a strikeout. Third time he strikes out. 2 outs now in the bottom of the 8th. 7-1 Dodgers. Game 5. Series is tied at 2. Brousseau. Actually, Joey Wendell, because Brousseau was pinch hit for in the 6th, and Wendell fouled out to the catcher. Here's a pitch. It's a clutch defense. Clutch defense to left fielder. And in left field, we have who do we have in left field? We have Taylor. Hold on. Yeah. So Taylor is in left field. He is a left field. A clutch 2. Doesn't have a clutch for every position, but he's a clutch 2. Left fielder. In a row. What does it say? 12. What did I say? Roll. Clutch 2. A 12 is a great catch. Shallow fly. Sliding catch to make the 3rd out. So great play by Taylor, and that retires the side. No runs. 1 hit. 7-1. Top of the 9th. Get a new pitcher. So that was Castillo, went 2. And now it's going to be Loop. Aaron Loop comes in. You got to almost have a pitcher every 2 innings in modern baseball. It's a little bit of a drag, but once you get used to it, you get into the rhythm of just constantly going into the cards. I just wrote down all the guys they use to make my life simple. Not using them exactly the way, I'm not really matching the lefty-righty approaches. But so let me see here. I'm looking for Loop. He's in here. You got every card with this set. There he is. Aaron Loop comes in to face Corey Seager. Corey Seager's having quite a day. He's hit 2 home runs. He's 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs. Just like in real life. Corey Seager's a beast. And it's a 4-4 points, endurance points. All right, so here's the pitch from Loop, lefty on lefty, and that is an 11. That's going to be off Seager. An 87 is an LP out, and that is a number in front of the plate. Out from behind the plate is the catcher, Zunino. Over to first, 1 out. Justin Turner. Turner is 2 for 3. He's got a single and a double. Run scored, walked. Here's a pitch. It's a 4. That's Loop 17, and that's line base hit center field. So Turner with his 3rd hit of the game. Max Muncy. Here's a pitch. It's a 5. A 5 and a 71. That's an out. LP is a fly ball to right. Over is Renfroe, makes the catch, 2 down. And now it's Will Smith. Smith today is 1 for 4 with a run scored. It's an 8. That's going to be off Smith. 27. Smith gets a hold of one, drives it deep to left field, and that ball is out of here. Home run for Smith. Drives in number 3 and number 5. 2 RBIs there. Home run for Will Smith. That makes the score 1, and he's done. Loop is done. That makes the score 9-1 now. And it's Cody Bellinger. Gonna bring a new pitcher. So Loop went 2/3 of an inning. No. Here he is. 0.2. And we're going to bring in Anderson, Nick Anderson. Anderson is a 3. He's going to be facing Cody Bellinger. And here it is. Pitch from Anderson. So 4. That's going to be off Anderson's card, a 74. That's an out, LP. That's a fly to center field for out number 3. And that will retire the side. But the Dodgers pick up 2 more runs on a 2-run home run by Smith. And they lead it by a score of 9-1. Last licks for the Rays, Margot, Lowe, and Adames. And Gatterall went 1. Gatterall. And again, we're just going to replay what happened, and we're going to, even though the game is totally different, and we're going to bring in Jensen to finish it off just for fun. And Margot. Here's a pitch. It's an 8. It's off Margot, a 43, and that is a strikeout. It's the 3rd time Margot struck out in this game. Next is Lau, Brandon Lau. That's an 8. That's off Lau, a 54, and that is a strikeout. Back-to-back Ks for Kenley Jansen. Or Kenley Jansen. And here's Willie Adames. Willie Adames today is 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts and a walk. Here's a pitch. That's a 7. That is off Kenley Jansen. A 37 is strike 3, and Kenley strikes out the side to end the ball game. 3 up, 3 down. Dodgers win it by a score of 9-1. Dodgers picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hits. No errors for either team in this game. The Rays had 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. So it's Dodgers 9 runs, 11 hits, no errors. And the Rays 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors. And the Dodgers now take the series lead 3-2 in our simulation of or pre-play of the World Series results. So the Dodgers are up 3-2, and we're going to set up, I guess, tomorrow night's game or tonight's game as the 6th game of the series. So I'm kind of 1 ahead. And that's about it. This is Statis Pro Baseball getting a little bit smoother. It's taken me, I have to slow down with this game, especially when I start playing it, because there's a lot of little kind of intricacies that you got to move with a little token for the pitcher every time he gives up a hit. You got to pull a card when it's a hit off the batter's card to check for an error for the outfielder. I'll forget that sometimes. So there's a lot of little extra things that you got to do in this game. But again, it's a 70s design. Fundamentally sound, but it does have a little quirky little characteristics that you got to be looking out for. And that's it. So this is CP Cards and Dice, and I will set up the next game. Thanks for stopping by. I will see you guys later.